This episode of The Brain Scoop was brought to you by a scrumdiddlyumptiously generous contribution from Heather Shue.
The Chicago Field Museum is one of the largest and most respected natural history museums in the world. Join me as we go behind the scenes. Dun dun dun. These are huge. They're bigger than birds.
They're katydids from Papua New Guinea. It's like a grasshopper in the order Orthoptera. In this order, they're katydids, grasshoppers, and crickets.
So what about, what's a locust then? Are they?
A locust is a grasshopper.
Okay. I'm just trying to like put them all in the same thing.
It's
so
a
these
common name.
All right.
Well,
yeah.
some people
yeah.
call cicadas locusts too.
Okay.
But they're not.
All right.
It's just the grasshoppers are the locusts.
Okay.
So these are probably the largest katydids you're going to find.
I mean, they're gigantic.
Yeah, ours are probably this big.
The katydids in North America?
Yeah, so this is over twice as long.
Wow.
With a huge wing. And they have a shield that looks like a leaf, so the whole thing is to mimic a leaf.
It definitely looks like a giant leaf.
Well, we have the mantids.
What?
So these are hooded mantids that look like leaves. And when an insect is going to copy a leaf, it's usually a green leaf, so it looks live. Mm-hmm. But
exceptions to the rule.
yes.
What is
This is the top side.
Yeah.
Right? And then when they're at rest, they fold their wings, and they look like a dead leaf. Now these guys took it to a whole new level. Not only do they have the vein of the leaf and the little minor veins, they have rust spots and diseases like a dead leaf.
Wow.
So they copy their host plant.
How do you find these in the wild? Like, how do you even know
Wait
to
till
look
they
for
fly.
You really?
Yeah, because you're not going to notice that if
No
it's
way.
on a twig.
I would never. I mean, I looked at these in here and I was like, well, you put some leaves in here for comparison, but obviously not.
So this is the underside.
Whoa.
Isn't that amazing? And look at, even the tails look like a stem.
Yeah.
Looking like a leaf is a good camouflage. But looking like sticks too. So this is the largest. This is the longest insect.
This is
on the
huge.
planet. The giant walking stick. This one I think is from Malaysia.
That is huge.
And we joke around a little bit here.
And so, yeah, it says more than 7 feet. I'm like, even I think that's a little implausible.
A lot of people don't catch that, though.
Really?
What?
These things can be bigger than 7 feet. You have the credentials being in a museum. You could say anything and people would believe you. Are these insects too? I can't even see what's in here. They look like tiny
those
dots.
are probably some of the smallest beetles you're going to find.
They're beetles?
They're called featherwing beetles because their wing, this is their wing. It looks like a feather. We have a huge collection of these that Hank Dybus, he was one of our curators here. Mm-hmm. He collected.
How do you collect these?
We use traps. And we get a lot, we get a bunch of everything. Mm-hmm. And then we sort out what we call the target taxa, things that we want to study.
That's a Deathshead moth over there. Sorry, I just saw that too. Yeah, the Silence of the Lamb moth. It has a skull on the back of it. So why does it have a skull-like impression?
No, the actual thing that it's supposed to be looking like is a giant bumblebee.
Oh.
Because they go into the hives and they're able to either give off a smell or make a sound that the other bee is like, oh, okay, your friend, do-do-do-do.
Okay.
And then it starts eating the honey and then it takes off. The way to collect moths is you hang a sheet and you put a light behind it and the moths come to the sheet.
And they run into it and you photograph it.
These guys, certain parts of the year, they like cover your sheet. It's like, go away, I want other stuff.
Oh,
and
they're so
they
cool.
run into the sheet and they knock the little stuff off.
Bullies.
These are the tarantula hawks.
So some people are afraid of tarantulas, but they should really be afraid of the tarantula hawks.
Yeah. See the stinger? So that's where the venom comes through.
But it doesn't kill them right away. It paralyzes them and they stay alive.
Yeah, and then they'll lay an egg inside.
What?
And then the egg hatches, and then the larvae start eating the spider inside out.
Kind of weird and gross and awesome.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't have my children that way, but you know,
insects
to
are
each
found
his own.
everywhere, and they're found in other insects too. Well, we have a huge ectoparasite collection, so.
Okay, ectoparasite meaning what?
If Bill collected a mammal, he can comb the fur, and he'll find fleas.
Oh yeah.
And lice and mites.
There's a fly that lives on bats called a bat fly, and many of them are wingless, and they move like little crabs through the fur of the bats.
Weird.
And we collect them because Jim and his colleagues can identify them, and you can actually find how two different species of bats are related to each other based on the relationship of their ectoparasites. So
Weird.
as the ectoparasites evolve, and the relationships among different ectoparasites reflects the relationship among the different hosts. So it's like
networking, like social networking.
Totally like networking.
It's like Facebook.
Yeah.
For parasites.
Exactly.
That's great. It still has brains on it.